Now you can get gym training results at home with my body sculpting workout. Hi, I'm Kathy Smith. In my other tapes, we've worked on fat loss through aerobics and muscle toning through high-rep floor exercise. Both fat loss and toning play essential roles in creating the ideal physique, and both should remain part of your program. But now, it's time to go one step further. It's time to add body sculpting. You see, sculpting offers much more than toning. Toning is just tightening up the body you already have. Start with wimpy calves and tone them up, and you end up with toned, wimpy calves. Sculpting means changing your shape, creating the body you wish you had. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that we're going to change your body type, or that if you're 5'5", we're going to make you 5'8". But if you want to transform a flat buttocks into a rounded one, or broaden your shoulders to make your waist look smaller, or add a beautiful sweep to your thighs, you can do it. It's not magic, and it's not wishful thinking. Using my body sculpting program, you can change your shape. The secret? Well, athletes worldwide use the technique when training for competition. I use it in my own workouts. It's called the low rep overload. Overloading in general means forcing your muscles to work harder than they're used to. Traditional floor exercises use what we call a high rep overload. That means exercising against just a little resistance and doing lots and lots of reps until the muscle you're working eventually gets tired. Low rep overloading, on the other hand, means exercising so that you can do only a few reps per set, say less than 20. Now, both methods will improve muscle tone, but only a low rep overload has any real power to change muscle shape. Trying to sculpt muscles with lots and lots of reps is like trying to dig a big hole with a tiny spoon. You may get the job done, but it takes 10 times longer and 10 times more effort than necessary. The low rep overload is your key to getting the fastest results with the least effort. You can get a low rep overload in 5 ways. By increasing resistance. You do that by using a harder version of an exercise or picking up a heavier weight. By modifying form so that an exercise becomes more difficult. This often means changing starting positions to force a muscle to work hardest during the part of the movement where it's strongest. By putting exercises in optimum order. Order makes a big difference. It's possible to sequence exercises to make each move build on the previous one. If you think of exercises as building blocks, putting those exercises in the best order is like stacking those blocks up rather than just laying them end to end. By grouping together all the exercises for each part of the body. For example, doing all those for your chest, then all those for your triceps, and so on. And finally, by limiting rest between sets. The workout you're about to do builds on all 5 of these methods: increasing resistance, modifying form, optimizing order, grouping exercises for each body part, and limiting rest between sets. This special approach packs a lot of body sculpting into a workout. Along with your aerobic training, you just need 4 short 30-minute workouts per week, 2 for the lower body and 2 for the upper, to create your ideal physique. You might, for instance, work lower body on Monday and Thursday, then work your upper body on Tuesday and Friday. Just make sure you allow at least 36 hours between workouts for the same parts of your body. So get set for the fastest, most effective routines you've ever done. To sculpt a muscle effectively, you have to know where that muscle is. So let's begin with a quick look at the 5 main lower body muscle groups we're going to be working. First of all, the gluteus maximus. Now that's the muscle you sit on. Well-sculpted glutes make for a nice, tightly rounded buttock area. Second, the hamstrings. The hamstrings is actually a group of 3 muscles that run along the back of your thighs. Well-sculpted hamstrings lend the pleasing sweep to that area. Third, the abductors. This muscle group is responsible for the shape of the top of the hip and, to a lesser extent, the side of the hip. It's the combination of well-toned glutes and well-toned abductors that make for a great-looking buttocks. Fourth, the adductors. The adductors run along the inside of the thigh and are responsible for the tightness and the shape of that area. And finally, the quadriceps. The quadriceps, or quads as they're commonly called, run along the front of the thigh, and they determine the thigh's contour. Most movements make demands on more than one of these lower body muscles. So even though an exercise may focus on a particular muscle, you shouldn't be surprised if you feel that exercise in other muscles as well. To achieve our low rep overload, you're going to need to have a few things handy before you start the routine: a chair and a low step. So stop the tape right now and round them up. And if you don't have a step, you can use a heavy book, perhaps even a dictionary. One final point. Body sculpting demands a quick pace, and you can't do any exercise program quickly until you're familiar with it. So I recommend you watch the entire lower body workout before you actually try it. And pay particular attention to the setups. It's the details of exercise form that make all the difference in the world between just mediocre and simply amazing results. Once you're familiar with the setups, you can use the time to shake out and rest for a few seconds and get ready for the next exercise. It's easy. Every time you do this workout, you're going to get stronger and feel more comfortable with the moves. So with a clear picture in mind of all the muscles we're going to be shaping, let's get to it, starting with the warm-up. Okay, let's start with ankle circles, right leg first. Here you go. Circle it around. Give me 4 more on this side. Let's move to the other side. Circle. 4 more. Right into heel presses. Right heel comes up, now the left. Press it up and down. 4 more. Let's march it out. Let's add some arms. Inhale up. Shake it. 2 more sets. Inhale, shake it out. Last set. Right into 3 marches and a knee lift. 1, 2, 3, bring it up. Give me 4 more. Now just the knees, and press it down. Starting to warm up that body. Make the arms a little bigger, pull it overhead. Take it side to side, make it big. Pull it in, step big and pull. Another set of 8. Pull it. Ready for a new move, right into kickbacks, and keep the legs going, arms shoulder level. Cross it forward. Nice and big. Drop it down. Okay, we're bringing up that core temperature now, warming up the body, shoulder level. You got it. Keep the arms moving. Leg goes out to the side. Left leg, now right. Another set of 8. Give me 4 more. Gonna change the move here. Push the leg back, arms go forward. Push. Now squeeze the glute each time. 1 more set of 8. Reach it up to the sky, ceiling, side to side with the legs. Okay, legs are still, just reach. Right through the rib cage, reach. Reach, nice and tall. Arms go forward, twisting from the waist. Now the hips stay square. Another set of 8. Give me 8. Reach it forward. Twist from the waist. Last 4. Hands go down to the thighs. Let's warm up the shoulders. Take it side to side. Eight more. Come back to center and let's warm up the back. And let's round, release. Round, release. Round, release. Round. Last 4. Last 1. Let's bring it all the way up and get ready for that lower body workout. We'll start with 4 exercises for the buttocks, specifically for the gluteus maximus or glutes. The glutes are responsible for the tightness and roundness of the buttocks. Our first exercise is the squat. Start with your feet shoulder-width apart, toes facing forward. Now squat down as if sitting back in the chair, keeping your weight on your heels. Ideally, you should come down until your thighs are parallel to the floor. It's the bottom part of the movement that targets the glutes. Beginners hold on to a chair. Okay, let's take it down. Ready? And down, and squeeze it back up again. Now each time you come back up, squeeze those glutes. Squeeze that buttocks together real nice and tight. Take it down and squeeze. If you can get through all the reps easily, use weights to increase the resistance. Try to keep a neutral spine throughout the exercise. That means that your pelvis and spine are in a naturally straight line. You're not hunched over and you're not arched back. And don't bounce. Remember, full range of motion, nice and controlled. Okay, give me 4 more. Come on, you can do it. And squeeze it. Last 2. Take it down. Now this time when you take it down, I want you to hold it for 3 counts. Hold it, pull it up. So hold it right at the peak right here. And as you're holding, squeezing, and come back up. Take it down and squeeze it tighter, 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 come back up. Breathe in as you lower your body, then out as you push back up. Never hold your breath. That's how you should breathe throughout the whole program. Exhale whenever you're pushing. Last 2, make it count. These are the ones that count. And last one. Come on up, let's shake it out and get ready for our next glute exercise. Take it to the floor for glute bridges. Lie on your back on a soft mat or carpet. Your feet should be flat on the floor, drawn in as close to your hips as is comfortable. Now raise your pelvis by squeezing your buttocks together and at the same time pressing your feet into the floor. Okay, let's lift and lower. And again, lift it up and lower. Now think about the glutes and don't raise the hips too high or you may put too much strain on the back. Again, up and down. If you want to add a little bit more resistance, put a weight on your hips. And squeeze it. Now we're focusing on your glutes, so don't raise your pelvis by flexing your abs. Okay, let's change the range of motion and really squeeze. Let's take it up and squeeze, 2, 3, then lower it down. Again, hold up for 3 and lower. And up and lower. Keep it going, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze and lower. Really feel it now. Focus on those glutes. And tighten, tighten, tighten. Okay, now for singles, let's take it up and down and squeeze and lower. Okay, now really tighten and lower. We're going the home stretch now. Really work those glutes. Feel it. And tighten. And really squeeze it. Okay, let's take it up and squeeze and lower. Now give me 3 more. Okay, these are the last 2, make them count. Now the last one, I want you to hold it and squeeze. Now squeeze a little tighter, hold it, hold it, hold it. Oh, now relax it down. Okay, let's do glute exercise number 3 and stand back up again. Lean forward, supporting your forearms on a chair. Point your toe and touch it to the floor behind you, and now lift your leg by contracting your buttocks. Beginners, keep your knee bent. Lift and lower. Now really control it and hold it there and lower down. And each time squeeze it and lower. Now it's really important to maintain that neutral spine. You should lean forward throughout the set to avoid hyperextending your spine. That's bad for your lower back. Okay, keep those hips square. Okay, now work those glutes and squeeze it. And lift it. Abdominals are lifted. Up and down. Give me 2 more. Okay, now we're gonna hold it Give me one more up here. Now let's hold it for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Lower down. Those abdominals are lifted. 1, 2, 3, and down. Keep the knee pointed straight down and the hips parallel throughout the movement. Turning the hip outward shifts the emphasis of the exercise. Now you may feel some tension in the supporting leg, and that's expected. If it's uncomfortable, shift more weight onto your chair. Up, 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 and lower. This is it. Make it count. Make it count. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Lower it down. Okay, let's keep the intensity up and go down to the floor for one more glute exercise on the same leg. Kneel with your elbows supporting the upper body. Straighten one leg behind you and bring it across the other leg. Now squeeze your glutes and lift your leg up and back into line with your body. It's up and lift. Okay, let's lift and lower. And lift and squeeze the buttocks and lower back down. Now make sure you're not lifting that leg too high and don't arch the back. Now at the peak, your body should be level. Your back should not be arched. And squeeze and lower. And lift and lower. Now notice my leg is not going out to the side and rotating the way you usually do this exercise. That would shift the emphasis onto another muscle group. Make sure your leg is in line with your body at the midpoint of each rep. Up and down. And tighten and lower. And lower it down. Now hold it up here this time, 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, lower down. Now this is a shorter range of motion, and drop it down. Hold it at the peak here, and drop. Okay, these are the reps that really count, so work it. And squeeze, tighten, tighten, and lower. Again, tighten, 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 and lower. Really working that glute. Okay, give me the last 2. Last 2. Last one. Okay, make this one work. Hold it, hold it. Now keep it up there, keep it up there. Stretch it out, stretch it, and drop it down. Ooh, stretch it back up. And let's stand up and let's do the other side. Okay, in position now. Let's lift and lower. And squeeze it and lower. Feeling that glute. Now remember, you're leaning forward, supporting your forearm on the chair. You're lifting your leg by contracting your buttocks, making sure you keep your hips square and your abdominals lifted. Let's go up and down, really keeping that knee facing downward. Keeping those hips square and not arching the back. It's real important not to arch the back. Now keep that standing leg slightly bent. And remember, you might be feeling it in that standing leg. If you do, shift a little bit more weight onto your chair. Okay, let's change the range of motion now. Hold it up there and lower it down. Really squeeze, 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 and lower. Feeling that glute, control it up and control it down. Now think about bending that supporting knee. And if you're feeling any strain or any sort of sensation in that standing leg, put a little bit more weight on your chair. I know you're feeling it. Come on, come on, come on. Last one, hold it, hold it, hold it. Drop it down. Okay, let's take it to the floor for the last glute exercise, glute sweeps. Okay, let's lift it up and lower. And really squeeze the buttocks now. Start to focus down again. And focus and relax. Remember, keep the hips parallel and don't arch the back. Your abdominals are lifted. Think about bringing your leg back in line with your body. Cross and back up. Control it down and up. Really feel that glute. And squeeze. The last 2, last 2. Last one. Now this time hold for 3 counts. It's hold, 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 release. Tighter, tighter, tighter. Okay, these are the ones that count, so really work it. I know you're feeling it, but come on, squeeze, 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 and lower. Keep that form, abdominals lifted, hips squared, Drop the leg down. Last two. Last one. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Shake it up. Whew. Okay, that's it for glutes. Let's move on. The hamstrings run along the back of your thighs. Sculpting the hamstrings adds a beautiful sweep to the rear thigh area. Because there's some overlap in the functions of the glutes and the hamstrings, you may feel the following exercise in your buttocks to some extent as well. But try to focus on using and feeling the tension in your hamstrings. Lie on your back, placing one heel on a sturdy chair or table, extending the other leg straight up. Your knees should be almost directly above your hips. Your pressing heel should be a little higher than your knees. Now press through your heel to raise your lower back from the ground and squeeze your glutes together to lift your pelvis. Okay, now really concentrate. Let's lift and lower and squeeze and lower. Focus on the hamstrings. Really focus in. This is an exercise where you have to think about what you're doing. You don't want to use the abdominals to lift up your pelvis. Focus on the hamstrings. And lift and lower. If you're a beginner, keep both feet on the chair, and if you're more advanced, you can extend that leg out to give you a little bit more resistance. And lift and lower. Okay, let's switch sides. Let's do the other leg, and up and down. Beginners, just keep going. We're focusing right in the hamstrings. We're focusing on the back of the leg, up and down. Control the movement up and then control it back down again. And give me one more. Okay, last one. This is the last one. Come on up and down. Okay, hopefully you're resting the other leg because we're going to do one more set. Put the right leg up there, get in position, and lift and lower. Okay, and focus, and lift and lower. Most people tend to have weak hamstrings and strong quadriceps. It's important to balance the strength between those two muscle groups. Balanced hamstring quadricep strength minimizes your risk of lower body injury as well as making you look great. Okay, give me one more, and now let's switch legs. Other side, ready, and lift and lower. And squeeze it. Okay, you only have 8 more to go. This is it. You're in the home stretch now. Tighten and squeeze. Control it up, control it down. Last 4. Last 2. Give me one more. Last one. Hold it, control it, slowly down. Great. Now let's stand up, grab our chair, and work that outer thigh. Sculpting the abductors tightens and contours the top of the hip, and to some extent the side of the hip. This is our last group of exercises that affect the hips and buttocks. Stand sideways to a chair and angle the foot closest to the chair to about 45 degrees. Lean over and support yourself on the top of the chair. Now lift your leg out to the side, keeping your heel slightly higher than your toe. Okay, now let's lift it up and lower. And lift, and again. Make sure the heel is higher than the toe. Checking your alignment. Unlock your supporting knee and don't raise your leg any higher than you can raise it without arching your back. Maintain even tension in the abductors throughout the whole exercise. Last 2. Now we're gonna hold it at its peak. We're gonna hold for 3 counts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, lower down. Up, 2, 3, lower down. And squeeze, tighten, tighten, lower. If you feel any sort of tension in your lower back, stop and check your alignment. Make sure you're not arching your back as you raise your leg, and if you are, you might want to use a lower support. Always focus the tension in the muscle you're working, in this case, the abductors. Squeeze, lift, lift and lower. Come on, Allison. Up, up and lower. And squeeze, lift, lift and lower. Make sure that heel's higher than the toe. Keep it out there. Again. Last one. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it all the way out there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And drop it down. Good. Just rub it out. We're going to work the same leg on the floor, so let's take it down. Lie on your side and bend your bottom leg to about a 90-degree angle for support. Straighten out your other leg. Now raise that leg up and slightly back, keeping your heel higher than your toe. Okay, let's lift up and lower. Now look at your alignment. You want to make sure your heel, knees, hips, and shoulders are in one straight line throughout the whole exercise. Don't sit back on your buttocks as you raise your leg, and don't let your toe be higher than your heel. Lift it up and lower. Maintain even tension in the abductors throughout the exercise. And 3 more. Last 2, both directions. Control it up, control it down, hold it. Now this time I want you to hold it up, hold it, and now point that toe and just extend a little further. Further, lengthen the leg, lengthen, and drop it down. And let's stand up and do the other side, standing leg lifts. Okay, lift and lower. And lift and lower. Now let's think about our form. Unlock your supporting knee and don't raise your leg any higher than you can without arching your back. Up and down and lift and lower. Now even tension all the way up and all the way down. Okay, let's change the range of motion now. It's up, 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 lower, down. Again, hold, lift, lift, lower, down. Make sure you keep the heel higher than the toe throughout the exercise. Now, if you feel any tension in that back, stop for a second and check that alignment. And again, work it. It's lift, 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 lower, down. You're almost there. Keep going. Hold on. Okay, give me 4 more. And really feel it in those abductors. Okay, these are the last 2. Make it count, make it count. And the last one, hold it, lift it, and let's take it to the ground. Okay, now lift it up and down. The foot is flexed, the heel is higher than the toe. Now you should be able to draw a straight line from the shoulders, through the hips, and through the ankle. Good form, and feel it on the outside of that leg. Lift it up and lower it down. Okay, we're almost there. So give me 5 more. Okay, let's lift and lower. And again, give me another one. Give me 1 more. Okay, this is the last one. Now hold it up here and point that toe, extend it. I want you to really lengthen all the way to the wall. Lengthen, feel it, feel it. Great, let's drop it down and stand up and we'll go on to the quads. The 4 muscles that make up the quads run along the front of the thigh. Well-toned quads give the thigh a long, sleek look. With your feet slightly wider than shoulder width, bend your knees and place your forearms on a chair. Now lower your hips so your knees are at a right angle. Press your buttocks upwards 6 to 8 inches, keeping your shoulders down by the chair. Okay, let's lift and lower, and lift and lower. Okay, we have 12 of these. Come on, let's go. Up. It's only about 6 to 8 inches. It's a small movement, up and down. Up and down. Okay, last two. It's up and down. You can do it. Come on, last one, last one, last one. Okay, support yourself on your legs and let's round it up and shake it out. Whew. Give yourself a little bit of a break. We're gonna do one more set like that, just 12 more. Remember, that works the front of the leg, makes it nice and shapely. So you ready? Let's go back down, support yourself down, right onto the chair. It's really important to support your back. Now make sure you're in position, and again, let's start. It's up and down. Your hips should go up, your shoulders stay down. Remember, feel for the contraction in your thighs. It's a small motion up and down. You can do it. Come on, last two. Hang in there, last one. Ow! Okay, all the way up. Let's shake it out and get ready for standing dips. Take a giant step back and a little step to the side. Leave your front foot flat on the floor, toes pointing straight ahead, and support yourself on the ball of your rear foot. Bend forward slightly at the waist, enough to shift the weight onto your forward foot. Support yourself by placing your hands on your front thigh. Now, keeping your hips facing straight forward, bend the forward knee and sink down until your thigh is just about parallel with the floor. Okay, let's take it down and press up. Now, your weight is forward over your front leg, so you should be feeling it right in the front. And it should feel like you're standing up each time. If you're a beginner, use a chair. And down, press up. Now just give me 3 more. You can do it. Last one. Okay, now come on up, and I want you to shift the emphasis to the rear leg, and we do that by pulling our shoulders back over our hips. Hands on the hips. Are you ready? Let's take it down and press up. Down, up. Again, you can use weights to increase the resistance, and don't allow your knee to touch the floor during the reps. Don't bounce. Make sure you're changing direction in a nice controlled fashion. Down and up. Come on. Last one. Shake it out. Now let's do the other side. Get into position by taking a big giant step back and take your foot a little further out to the side for balance. Now that you're balanced, again, shift your weight forward, hands on the thigh. Are you ready? Catch your breath. Let's take it down and come up. And down, press up. Now in this forward position, you don't use weights. Again, down, control it up. Make sure you don't bounce the movement and you don't let the knee touch as you come down. Let's shift the focus to the rear leg and pick up your weights if you'd like. Take it down and press back up, and down and up. Your front foot is still pointing forward and your knee is not touching as you come down. Take it down and squeeze it up. Give me the last two. Now make these count. Squeeze it up. Last one, squeeze it up and shake it out. We have one more exercise for the front of the leg. It's one-legged squats. Begin by shifting your weight onto your right leg. Your right foot should face straight forward. Angle your left leg off to the side. Now lower yourself by bending your right leg, keeping your right knee facing straight forward. Beginners use a chair. Okay, let's take it down and squeeze it up. And down and really work it. Now remember, this isn't a full squat. It's just a quarter squat. You're working the front of the leg. Use the support leg for balance only. And really squeeze it. Really work it. Full controlled motion. Now give me 4 more. That's it, that's it. Okay, last 2. You can do it. This is the last one. Come on, pull it up. Good, shake it out, and let's do the same thing on the other leg. So you want you to support yourself on your leg. The other leg is just for balance. All the work is done on the standing leg. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's take it down and squeeze it up. You want to minimize your back stress by maintaining a neutral spine. Don't bend forward at the waist and don't arch back. Okay, 4 more. These are the last two, you can do it. And the last one, pull it up, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Good, and just shake it out. Good job. The adductors run along the inside of the thigh and are responsible for the tightness and shape of that area. The adductors actually get pretty well conditioned even if you don't do many exercises that specifically target them. That's because they work as stabilizing muscles during most of your leg exercises. They help keep you in position. So we're just going to do one exercise for them. Lie on your left side. Place your right foot behind your left knee. Keeping your left leg straight and your heel higher than your toe, raise and lower your leg. Your hips should be vertical. Okay, let's lift and lower. And lift, nice and slow and controlled, up. Don't sit back on your buttocks when you lift your leg. This shifts the emphasis onto the quads. And lift and lower. Make sure that heel is higher than the toe. And down. Up and down. It's just 2 more on this side. Give me 1 more. Good. Let's flip it around to the other side. We got 1 more leg. Get in position. Okay, you're supporting yourself in front. 1 leg's up, the other leg's slightly forward. Rest your head. Are you ready? Let's go. And up and down. Up and down. Keep that heel slightly higher than the toe. Foot is flexed. Think about that inner thigh now. Last 2. We're almost there. 1 more. Drop it down. Great job. The main calf muscles run along the back of the leg. They point your toe. Great calves are the finishing touch on a well-shaped lower body, so don't ignore them. For complete development, you need to condition both large muscles in the calf. The best way to do that is by exercising with your legs in each of 2 positions, with your knees straight, then with your knees bent. So here we go. Stand on your right leg on the edge of a step or block. Support yourself by holding on to a chair. Straighten out your working leg and now slowly lower your body until you feel a good stretch in that calf. Then press yourself back up to full height. This should be a 2-step movement. Lower down and press up. Lower down and press all the way up. 2 steps now. It's up and up. Lower down. Again, press and press. Lower down. Keep going now. Feel it in the calf and press all the way up and stretch it all the way back down again. Now, if you're a beginner, use both feet. Okay, let's change the focus by bending our knee. Keeping your knee bent, let's lift up on that toe and lower down. Remember, you keep the knee bent throughout the whole movement. Up and lower down. Up, up, drop it down. Almost there. I know you can feel it. I know you can feel it. Okay, let's switch sides. Get in position, straighten that left leg out. And now, lift up and lower down. Up, up, and sink into it. Again, press all the way up and lower down. If you need to, rest and then start back up again. Leg is straight all the way through the movement. Up, up, and lower down. Okay, let's switch the focus, bend that knee, keeping it bent throughout the whole motion. Let's take it down and press up. So it's up, up, and lower down. Okay, now you're working it. Up and down. I know you're feeling it, but hang in there. Come on, you can do it. Okay, let's stretch it out. Just place your foot at the edge of the step or stair and relax that calf down. As you do that, press the hips slightly forward and you can feel a good stretch along the back of that calf. And just hold it for a good 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Big inhale. And relax it. Okay, let's switch to the other side. Again, press that heel down, just relax into it. Okay, hold it here. Stretch it a few more seconds. Whew. That feels good. You guys, did that work, huh? Okay, let's take it down to the floor and work the muscles along the front of the shin. Working the front calf ensures balanced strength in the opposing muscle groups at the ankle, decreasing your risk of getting shin splints from running and other athletic activities. One front calf exercise is enough. We're going to do seated toe pulls. Extend your right leg, keeping your knee bent. Place your heel of your left foot against the top of your right foot. Now gently pull back with your right foot while providing resistance by pushing forward with your left. Okay, let's make sure that you feel the tension in the front of the calf. Now provide just enough resistance to make the movement difficult but not painful. And remember, you're providing the resistance, so you have to make sure that you feel it in both directions. Bring it up. And again. Last two. Okay, this is the last one. Great, let's switch sides. Right foot on top of left toe. We start in the down position. Ready? And up, press down. Resist both directions now. This is it. We get to stretch it out after this one. Give me last one, and let's stretch it out. Okay, now that you've worked all those muscles of the lower body, let's stretch them out. And let's start by putting the soles of our feet together, grabbing onto the ankles, and using those elbows to push down on those legs, stretching out the inner thigh. And just hold it there. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let them relax. Now let's take it a step further. Take the elbows off in front of your legs, back straight and leaning forward right into the stretch. Feel it in the lower back and the inner thigh. And now let's put the two moves together. Elbows go back on the legs, press down on those legs as you lean forward with a straight back. Hold it there, inhale, and exhale. Great, let's stretch out the hips. Leg comes over, elbow. Now if you're a beginner, you can put the hand right here. More advanced, come all the way around the knee, look into the back. Hold it, twisting right from the spine, not just the neck, all the way from the lower back. And let's repeat it on the other side. Switch legs, up, over, Circling all the way back, twisting back, nice and tall spine. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's stretch the back of the legs. We've worked those legs, the hamstrings. Extend one leg, other leg comes up. Now leaning forward, grab onto either your calf, ankle, or foot, depending how flexible you are. Back is straight and you're leaning forward, right into the leg. Hold it there, big breath, inhale. And as you exhale, feel that leg just relaxing a little further, a little further. And let's switch sides. Extend up, back straight. Now lean forward, right from the chest. Forward, forward, grabbing on. And if you can, reach for your foot. Pull those elbows down a little further. Let's finish off with the front of the leg. Drop down to your side, grab onto your ankle and pull it right into your buttocks, making sure your knee is in line with your body. And feel the stretch all along the front of the leg as you pull that ankle in and the hips go forward. Okay, last side, let's swing around. Finish off with the last side. Just hold it there. You guys have done a great job. Just imagine, lower body workout, 30 minutes, and you're all done.